She's
this
literally
just proves
falling
that
asleep.
this doesn't hurt you at all.
Yeah.
She's literally falling asleep. Yeah.
Night night. Sweet dreams.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Pretty soon we're gonna go leave for your doctor's appointment to get cast number 3. Last day of cast number 2. I feel like this last week has just flown by. I feel like you just got this cast on, and now you're about to go get your 3rd cast. You're doing so good. So one thing that we did learn after the first week of going is that you always want to dress them in something light colored. That way if plaster gets on it, you don't see it as much. It looks like the plaster washed out of her original outfit. She was wearing a little gray onesie with little colorful polka dots on it. So you always want them to be wearing something light colored. Don't put them in something dark colored or something that you're going to care if they get plaster on. She's actually wearing a onesie that Caspian wore, so this is technically second-hand onesie that definitely has some stains on it already. So if she gets this one messy, it really doesn't matter. Hi. Are we gonna get your other cast off? Are you ready? Cast number 2.
Are you trying to look? You're kind of pushing it out of the way. She's like, I
trying to
want to
look?
see.
Are you trying to see?
What's going on?
I want to see.
All right, let's do it.
Trying to see.
Noise and tickles.
Not a care in the world.
I love it. I like it.
Well, what I find interesting with her is, like, I realized yesterday she loves getting her foot massaged, which you would think that with as much as we've been touching her feet, like, she would, like, not like it. But she was loving it.
Your cast is off.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is where she cried last week, so we'll see what you do today.
Doesn't care.
You're just chilling. You're just chilling.
Love it.
This is routine, huh?
She's used to it.
Yeah.
It's like opening a really wrapped present.
Yes.
What did we get him for Christmas? A mended foot.
Partially mended foot.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Look at your foot! Look at your foot!
Put some lotion. I'll
Yeah.
be right back. Good job.
Good job, Melanie. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best baby ever. Keep being like that.
Yeah.
Keep being like that.
Alright, Mommy's gonna get you all cleaned up.
So it's looking pretty good. Are you gonna flex it for me? Yeah. Getting lotion.
Spa day. Spa day. You want some lotion on this foot too? Yeah.
Thought you would.
It's interesting that like this foot is exposed and this foot isn't, and she has dry skin on this foot and no dry skin on this
Because
foot.
it's probably exposed. There's always probably moisture within the cast.
Yeah. It's almost weird to see this leg.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see like if her feet like if this foot, because they said that sometimes their feet are two different sizes because of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if like size comparison of her 2 feet. I don't know, I can't tell. What's going on with your foot?
She's giving you a massage. It's salon day.
Just do a little stretching. Yeah, she's still pretty tight back here though.
And her Achilles tendon.
Yeah, the Achilles. He talked to you guys the past 2 times about
Correct, yeah, about the
possibly needing
possibility, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna keep on working on it, but we need to get a little bit further than that. She still has that little dimple right there. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of an indicator that it's still tight. All right, sweetie.
You ready?
You're getting big.
Yeah.
Be a little one.
Look at those little bitty boots.
Oh goodness. Oh, the smallest one we got. I think it is.
I think so. The 000?
That's 4 zeros.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
at the time, just let me okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 01.
Okay.
This
0 0 0 0. All right.
little bitty girl. She really doesn't have a care in the world.
Mm-hmm. Not at all. She just holds on to my fingers.
You're the chillest patient.
Yeah, scratch my nose though, Melody. There we go. Okay, here we go.
I'm back on.
What?
You're making a liar out of us now, huh? That's okay.
That's quite all right.
Yeah.
You're allowed to fuss a little.
This is the messy part.
So today's cast is working on the varus deformity where the ankle kind of turns in. So
Mhm.
try to turn it a little bit more outward. While still keeping the other 2. The cavus and the adductus. Cakewalk for you.
I know. You're so chill. Which is interesting because you like to be held a lot. So the fact that you're so chill lying here not being held.
She's also got the attention of 4 people.
I guess, yeah.
You're making my job too easy.
I know.
Normally I'm like, God, how do I pull this down? Alright.
It'd be like when mommy gave birth to you, it just seemed too easy. Like
You had an easy birth?
compared to my son, yeah.
Really? Good, they gave you a break that time.
Yeah.
Pushed her out in 11 minutes.
Yeah. Medication free.
God bless you. And you really had no time to get to the hospital, huh?
Well, her
we
water
were
broke.
there. My water broke, so
Oh, really?
yeah. But when it was time for pushing, like
Oh.
it was like there's some women who push for hours, and they're like, "You did that in 11 minutes."
You're like, all right, cool.
Okay,
You're gonna go
cool.
home now, right?
You didn't make a peep. You didn't make a peep.
You're almost done, sweetie.
That just proves
She's
that
falling
this doesn't.
asleep. She's
This
literally
just proves
falling
that
asleep.
this doesn't hurt you at all.
She's literally falling asleep. Yeah.
Night night. Sweet dreams.
She's like, I got somebody massaging my leg.
I know.
got somebody
I'm like,
massaging
it
my
really is a
hands.
spa day. She's like, I got lotion. Now I've got. We'll call it your seaweed wrap. You know.
What if we start rubbing your head too?
Oh yeah.
You want a job? You want to just stay here and rub all the
Just be the baby masseuse, you know.
Yeah.
You're just sleeping through it all.
That's good. That's good.
Don't drop it. Here. There you go.
Alright. All done. Get a little protection back here. If you guys just give me a few minutes, I'll get your order for, at least for her boots.
Yeah.
We'll have that ready.
Do you think she'll need? Will she have 4 casts or 5 casts, or is it still you still don't know?
Right now we're gonna stick with the 4, and then the 4th one stays on for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. The way that Ponseti, the guy who developed this, designed it was for it to be 3 weeks. But we've just found that a lot of kids come back and they have skin irritation and they grow so much in that time frame. So we just stick with 2 weeks, and that's sufficient. Okay. You got all your toesies? Good perfusion? All right, Peanut. Until next time.
Yeah.
You did great.
Good job. I think it's a combination of her getting bigger and the cast being shaped a little bit differently and being a little bit bigger. But we can no longer fit our cast into our jammies. So this one, like I showed in week 1, where I thought I would have to initially do, I've just kind of snapped it around her cast and it's just kind of hanging out over here. I don't know if all her jammies will be this way, but these are still newborn. People say to size up, but this is still big on her everywhere else. So I don't necessarily want to size up. But this is how we're making do right now. So I'm really trying to be as prepared as possible for whenever she gets her boots and bar system in. I've done some research. I know that people will get bar covers so that it's a little bit of extra padded protection so they don't hit themselves or you with it. So I think I'm actually going to make some of those. And then I actually found some sleep sacks at Burlington the other day. They're not the best colors, but they were super cheap. So I figured I would invest in them. And then I actually found a pattern to be able to make sleep sacks and then also snap crotch jammies. So we have a bunch of snap crotch jammies with the little feet on them. I'm going to see how difficult it is to make these, because if I can make them, then it solves the issue of like the feet on them. I don't know. We'll see. But I got this pattern. I'm a sucker for remnants, so I got this Minky Dot remnant. There's pink striped flannel, and then there's like this faux suede with little stars printed inside of it. I got other patterns because there's a pattern sale. I have a love-hate relationship with patterns. But this week I've been doing my best to try to figure out what type of socks to get her, because they did tell us, hey, you're going to get her shoes in a couple weeks, try to have the socks already. And it's really hard to find infant socks for her size that are tall enough to be able to wear with the boots. So that has been my research. I have a pair that I'm going to bring to our next appointment with us so that I can test it out with the boots to see if they're tall enough, and then if they work, I'm going to get some more of them. So I'm worried that her cast has shifted, because I remember her big toe like almost hanging out of her cast when we first got it, and now her toes are all the way inside of here. I don't know. This is the 1 week I didn't get a picture of your leg, like right after the fact. I never filled you guys in. I did end up contacting her doctor, and they had me send pictures in of her foot when it was first cast and her foot, how it looked, and they said based on how it looked that we were fine with just coming in for our normal appointment. So we will see what they have to say about it whenever we actually go in for our appointment. But we have come to the end of another week. Cast number 3 comes off. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's adventure. Be sure to check out her past weeks as well as her weekly adventures, so you can kind of see what goes on with the rest of Melody's life, not having to do with her Ponseti casting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!